Hello, sweet human. Kara Leibrock here, and welcome to January 2025, Capricorn season. My intention today is to share an audio version of the Capricorn love letter for those of you that would rather take this in through your ears than your eyes. But before we begin, I just want to share a little musing that is not included in the newsletter. Capricorn is the season that straddles 2 years. 1 foot in the old, 1 foot in the new. And it seems to be this energy, to me, that is capable of both reflection and retrospective wisdom, noticing what went well, what could be improved upon. And it's also this forward-thinking energy that allows us to tap into what we care about for the long term. So you might want to sit with that. And without further ado, here is the newsletter. If the sun is a luminary body bringing light to that which is dark, we can also think of our beautiful soul as the bringer of consciousness, moving through each zodiac sign with the intention to create greater awareness. On December 21st, the sun transitioned from the truth-seeking philosophical Sagittarius to earthly Capricorn. On the same day, the winter solstice was recognized in the Northern Hemisphere, not only beginning a practical and grounded season, but marking the turning point in our annual cycle of death and rebirth. Mama Earth knows that winter is a time to conserve energy. And if we took our cues from her vast wisdom, we too could honor this time of stillness, utilizing it to pause and process and to integrate life's experiences. Winter can be a time to process some of the heavier, more dense emotions, such as grief. With the endurance to hold us through this time of year, Capricorn trusts that the light will return again and lends us the resilience to continue putting 1 foot in front of the other. The sun's journey through Sagittarius had us reviewing all the ways we are meant to expand, but in order to do so, practical Capricorn must step in to fortify our foundations and plug any energetic leaks by focusing on the tasks and to-dos that need our attention. Capricorn invites us to consider our long-term commitments and reaffirm that which deserves our devotion through discipline. It is a time to designate our finite energy to that which really matters. If Taurus is concerned with having, and Virgo is all about refinement, the other 2 earth signs in the zodiac, then Capricorn, the last earth sign, is interested in building. Ruled by the realistic and stern Saturn, Capricorn understands that things take time. Maybe that's why Capricorn helps us to trust in the bigger picture. It is not an energy ruled by urgency, but rather a grounded knowing that every action has its time and place. It takes a methodical, strategic approach, trusting in the tried and true, but not so close-minded that it won't consider more efficient and effective methods. Thriving when the limitations are known, Capricorn is adept at creating structures, systems, and containers for the other parts of us to flow within. In medical astrology, Capricorn rules the bones, and it is our bones that hold our marrow. Capricorn is the part of us that holds our wild, our creativity, and our magic. Without the foundations, structures, and systems that Capricorn builds, we are circuitous, looping inspiration without direction, ideas without action. Represented by the mythical sea goat, this archetype progresses from the bottom of the sea to the highest mountain peaks. Having the ability to traverse both land and sea, there is a capacity to feel deeply, cultivating immense loyalty and commitment to the people and projects near and dear to the heart. Unlike its opposite archetype, Cancer, Capricorn's vulnerability is reserved for times of solitude, and only those who are sacred will get a glimpse. This emotional depth creates the ability to connect deeply to the mighty question of why. It is the profound connection that fuels the endurance required for Capricorn to build its legacy. If your natal sun is in Capricorn, you are likely someone who makes an excellent leader, not necessarily because you want to be, but with your efficient, hardworking, and practical personality, it just works. You have your own personal code of ethics and others respect that, or they're just not for you. You also likely are someone who knows how to manage all things earth, from your schedule to your bank account. And if it's not necessarily a knowing, then it is something that is important to you. Your assets grow and grow. Your responsible nature supporting the compounding of material security. And speaking of material security, it becomes an emotional need when your natal moon is in Capricorn. With this earthly sign ruling your emotional body, your innate self, your instinctual self, you likely have a generally stable and steady temperament, dealing with the more difficult emotional material in more practical ways. Though it may take you more time than most to open up, as boundaries are incredibly important, your people are typically ride or dies. You stay with them through thick and thin. No drama llamas here. You might also be an acts of love kind of person who shows affection through doing and action, and we love that about you. You might, though, need the occasional reminder to have fun, as your affinity for hard work as a means of feeling secure makes it easy for you to have a one-track mind. Make sure to stop and celebrate the fruits of your labors from time to time. If your rising sign is in Capricorn, your energy is grounded and stable. I'd bet money you've been called an old soul, a baby grandma, maybe. You are a contemplative person, sustaining your inner why and pursuing goals with an unwavering commitment. You are here to achieve great feats, and you know a thing or two about discipline. You might even be more comfortable with it than letting loose. In fact, an important lesson to integrate is to loosen the restrictive tendencies you innately have. Break your own rules, bend a boundary, because adhering too strictly to anything can eventually become a limitation. And lastly, you are a master builder, devoted to the long-term vision and bringing into the material realm all that is necessary for the legacy you're meant to leave. A little personal update for you. Capricorn rules my 7th house of relationships and one-on-one commitments. This season has been teaching me that how I choose to show up or not in relationship has more impact than I've ever realized. It's teaching me responsibility. That my absence is felt and that indecision hurts people. It's teaching me that getting clear on my energetic capacity is a responsibility that supports not only my health, but the health of my relationships. For me, this is a season that is offering lessons about fortifying the foundation of my relationships so that they can be stronger than ever, including relationships with colleagues and the community that I'm building. It's teaching me that I enjoy spaces that promote intimacy where I can feel all of myself, the weird, the intense, the intimate, and also that I have a superpower that creates spaces for others to feel that way too. Legacy vibes indeed. If this resonates with you, if you've got a ping or two and you want to share, feel free to leave a comment. You can find me on Instagram at kara.librock. And you can also shoot me an email at kara@elementsofevolution.com. I hope to hear from you. Much love.